Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map from a creator that you're probably definitely aware of. If you were watching my new series, Breaking the Grid, that map was made by this creator. And it was a glorious map. It was Map of the Month as voted by you guys back then. This map, completely different. It is hilly, undulating, it's tropical, it's quite intricate in terms of the terrain that you can be building into, and you know what, it's difficult to see the wood from the trees on this one. It's also been very difficult for me to rate, so I'm pretty sure that you're all going to disagree with me, which is fine. That's why we have voting for you guys. Another interaction for you guys is the daily reminder. Here it is. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Megami Island by Ostev. I keep wanting to say Megami, but I'm sure it must be Megami. Again, let me know in the comments which one you think. Okay, Megami, boom. There's your start square, and again, just off of a main intersection, and it looks buildable, doesn't it? We'll see that later. There's your terrain heights across, I promise you, very undulatory. There's a word for today. You've got resources all over the map in spludges and some field painting. Basically, if it's cleared, it's fertile. Bear that in mind. If you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it looks just like this. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today. That is for definite. And then we've got a list of subscriptions. There's a one-click collection. The theme is a theme mix using Colossal Order's Boreal theme, and then there's a Kuspe theme mixed in there, and there was something else I've forgotten. We'll come back to that in a moment. And a whole bunch of settings that took me quite a while to set up to get the map looking right. On top of that, the one-click collection, there's a whole bunch of things that I would say aren't really necessary, like in terms of mods and stuff like that. Oh, Homecoming's in there as well. I did subscribe to Ferns in case you think the Ferns are missing. I recorded this before hitting the subscribe button. But things like Move It and the FPS booster and network tiling and stuff like that, are they really required? So anyway, if you're going to the one-click collection, don't just hit the one-click collection button and subscribe to all. Just roll down and pick out the things that you are sure that the map needs, like all the trees and stuff. Now, before we go through the map, I've got to show you the tiered the highways here, the tiered highways, different heights. I don't have a problem with it on this particular map. First of all, we're right near the edge of the map anyway, so it wouldn't matter that anyway. But we've had a few maps lately where the highways have been at different levels, and I maybe have mentioned it, and I know other people have sort of like pointed it out. Well, it looks like that in my area. If I buy it, I'm happy with it. And there, it looked right. So yeah. Whereas I think on the last map, to me it looked more like a glitch than actual by design. You know. Okay, first a road bridge here. It's good and high, and if you have a look underneath as well, no trees or sparse trees. What trees have got under here are sparse and small ones, and that to me is what it would look like. There would be certainly a clearing of the trees there at some point to build the bridge, and then what grows back afterwards, well, would get less light, so it'd probably be smaller. So I think that's really good attention to detail. Let's go left here. Going right, I don't remember. I think that's just different routes around the island. I can't remember now. Here's this intersection. It elevates straight out of a tunnel. And this is something that I suffered with actually for a while on St. Catherine's Point, my last map, or my previously last map, second to last map, my second map even, is a little bit of glitching where the terrain is, a little bit of Blue Mantle there as well, just a hint, where the terrain is just following out an extra node. Took me a while to sort it out on my one, and you could argue that that would be a little bit of a build-up of soil there, and so I guess there's nothing too bad about that, but I thought I'd point it out. Intersection there, perfunctory. There's nothing really to say about that one. Certainly just gets you started in that area if you want to be building in that area. Slightly misaligned tunnels, but I think it's by design, like it's on that side as well. I'm happy with that. I think it was very well done. Next tunnel is quite short and sweet, I do believe. Yep, it just pops in, pops out. Argument, it might have gone around the hill. Maybe, possibly. But equally, I don't actually have a problem with that there either. This tunnel here again nips through to the main intersection. Now, this intersection is plopped in there. It's plopped in very well. It's clean, it's crisp, it's clear. But it's very symmetrical on a map that is really very cluttered and organic. I was going to say untidy. Untidy is not the word I was looking for. Organic. This intersection, although it does exactly the job that it needs to, I think a little bit more design on this one, just to make it a little bit more, I'm going to use the word loopy. You know what I mean by the loopiness of an intersection. Just a little bit less, well, it's, if you have a big flat plane map with just big flat planes and a grid city, that would work perfectly. It just doesn't work for me on this map, on an aesthetic level. On a gameplay level, of course it works. And at the end of the day, there's a space there to build it just like that, so you might argue that's exactly the sort of intersection that would have been built. And you're probably right, but I'm just thinking on taking a map to the next aesthetic level, something just a little bit cleverer I feel might work better. Into the start square, and we have an asset of the day. Here it is. And today's asset of the day is the 60-degree mixed use corner, 43 meters by Smilies. Now, mixed use. This is commercial on the bottom and residential on the top. And how do you do that is the question. Oh, the answer is it's two separate units that you have to use Anarchy to plop one on top of the other, and then you have mixed use. It's clever, I tell you. Factoids because factoids. Factoids because factoids because factoids. I have one. I do. I just can't find it now. There it is. Handel wrote the score of his Messiah in just over 3 weeks. Handel's Messiah written in just over 3 weeks. Great track, that one. Perhaps I should be using that instead of this background. Probably a bit overplay if I did, actually, wouldn't it? It's a very dramatic score. Anyway, we have the 60-degree mixed use corner, 43 meters by Smilies. One of only 2 creators to have got over 1,000 points on the Steam Chart Show Hall of Fame, a crew thing that I do. But yeah, look at that. And we have a third creator just on the brink of getting to the 1,000 points, for those of you that are interested, because it's 100 points to enter the Hall of Fame. And then there's nothing after that, so I'm thinking about maybe having a Hall of Legends for the Steam Weekly Chart. We're going to follow the highways along. Not really too much to say here, apart from tunnels, stuff that you've seen already. Well, we'll follow it anyway, so that you can see where it goes and what the build areas around are like it. So yes, these Steam Weekly Chart, how it works in terms of the Hall of Fame. If you've got an item on the Saturday in 20th place on the Steam Chart, then you get 1 point, and 19th you get 2 points, and all the way up to first place for that week you get 20 points. And yeah, if you've got 2 items on the chart, let's say you're at 19 and 20, you get 1 point and 2 points, so you get 3 points, and so that's how it works. And if you get to 100 points, you get into the Hall of Fame, which means absolutely diddly. It means absolutely diddly. It's just a thing. And then you get your name into the rolling credits at the end of the show, because you've done a lot of good work for a lot of people, and everybody should appreciate your hard work. This tunnel emerges a little bit further down here. There we go. But yes, so yeah, that's how it works, and I just keep a tally of all of the points, and there's a lot of points, there's a lot of creators, and it's getting very messy, my spreadsheet, I've got to say. But yes, only 2 creators have reached 1,000 points. Them there being, let's go and find the rail. Let's go back to where we started, which was over here. There we go, back to this island over here. So anyway, yes, so 1,000 points was not King Leno. King Leno is there. Spoiler. King Leno is on the brink of breaking into that 1,000 point mark. I think they're 10 points shy now, which is so close. And then they'll be joining Smilies and Rev O, who are the 2 that have cracked the 1,000 points already. Again, what does it mean? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. You don't get anything for it apart from your name and credits at the end of the Steam Weekly Chart Show, which frankly means nothing to those people that are creative. Why would you look at the Steam? You're on the Steam Workshop daily. You are dealing with these things. Oh, look at there. Blue mantle. No, blue mantle. Oh, nice. And an elevated section of rail along here. Yes, if you're a creator, why would you be watching the Steam chart show? Because you're on top of these things. You're communicating. You're probably messaging half of these people half the time. Or anyway, it's like, it's not a thing for you. But for the likes of you or I that maybe might drop out of the game for 3 months, and you just sort of like come back, and there's a whole list of things that have been made since, and finding them on the workshop after a week of them being released, well, you know what, if you know what you're looking for, but what if there's something that you don't know that you're looking for? That's why the Steam chart exists. You can go back, it's a 4-minute show, you can watch 4 or 5 of them back to back, from a specific date, and see the best of the things that were released during that time. Nice little cutting through here, nicely smoothly done. So yeah, that's why I do the Steam chart show. It is a chunk out of my weekend, but I like spreadsheets. That's 3/4 of the reason why I keep doing it. You can't take a break. You can't not do something, because it just makes things incomplete. And the OCD would bite me, I tell you. But yes, I know there's a lot of you out there who really do appreciate the Steam chart, and it will keep going. It will keep going as long as I feel that there is a need, and I have the time, and the channel keeps going, and such like that. You never know, one of these days it may blow up to be the biggest show on the internet. Yeah, dream on, BonBonB. Anyway, I know I'm warbling a bit here, but there hasn't been too much to talk about right now with the rail. It's just been pretty slick, considering it's quite a hilly map, with some nice little embankments and cuttings here and there. There is something coming up, though. I've been following this all the way along here. I needed to come out over here, because there's an embankment over here, double embankment over here, that just feels like it's unfinished. Just a little bit unfinished down here. And you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. I mean, I would understand it if it makes sense to have it a little bit, though. Quite a harsh cutting here, and a harsh cutting over here. And then the embankments are a little bit steeper than most of the rest of the places on the map, here and here, and we've got the divots in between the two. So to me, I feel this area was probably just missed in terms of just those final finishing touches. That said, the rest of it's bloody lovely, I tell you. Intermission time.
Don't be shy, 'cause I think you're beautiful, and I won't let you forget it. Don't be late, but I'll wait, and life won't bring you down too far, 'cause I just won't let it.
And so back to Megami Island by Ostev and the shipping routes. And there's not really too much to say. This is the only bridge that gave me any concern at all, and it's no reason to be concerned about it. So nice little slick crisscrossing going on there. There might be some crossing of shipping that crashing through each other there, but again, right off on the edge of the map, doesn't matter. And then some lovely zigzags, some lovely triangles there, zigzags. Thankfully, no zigzags, and all of these. It's very slickly done. And again, through the bridges here, either side of the pillar and through the big gap, all of that is very good work indeed. So credit there. Oh, we're not finished. We've got a little bend off here. Where's this going to take us down to? A dead end down here. Water flow. Now, if you like water flow in your start square, you're going to be a little disappointed on this one. However, it does take me as being a map where you'll be playing with custom assets, mods, and all the tricks and fun bits. So you probably won't be pumping any sewage into that water. Why would you? Look at this beautiful tropical water. Please be good. Coupe says please be good. Some of you will know my reference there. Okay, yes, we have a few coconut plantations dotted here and there, and I don't have a problem with them. Lovely cliff work, lovely cliff work. Just a hint of sand on the top of the cliffs there, which I guess there might be a bit of wind-swept sand up there, possibly. Just a hint. Lovely little lake over here. And my problem with this map, in terms of rating it, is it's very busy in terms of trees and shapes and undulation, and just seeing what it actually has to offer is quite tricky. It's just a very busy, cluttered map but not cluttered in a bad way, just cluttered in just trees everywhere. There's just too many trees. Let's put the lines of terrain on, see if we can make out what's going on in the start square. Over here, the flat areas, this is obviously fertile land here. You can see we do have quite a medium steep hill going on in the start square for building, so that's something to consider. If it is a hilly map, so bear that in mind. We've got some very nice little areas like this little almost dried sandy river connection here. Is there enough water going through there? Don't know. Maybe, possibly. Like I said, maybe just a hint more, because it looks a bit dry at the bottom end there. And then we have, in various spots on the map, we have these dirt roads. I believe these were Ronix's dirt roads. It's a replacement for the dirt track, the gravel track. And these are very nice. It's a very nice scenic map. This is something to be said. The thing is, these dirt tracks, I mean, unless you're going off-road, it's a nice view there. Unless you're going off-roading, or, you know, you've got your 4x4, 4x4? Yeah, that's what, isn't it? Yeah, those little, or little dirt bikes. Yeah, we're on a dirt bike. This would be a good ride. And that's the best I can say for the dirt tracks, because the thing is, they don't really lead to anything that really captures me. I've had a look around, and there's a lot of this going on, and this is great. This is really great. But I'd just like it to go to like a 1 or 2 points where you go, ooh, hello, this is a nice picnic point or something like that. But there really isn't any. It's just this. Lots of dirt tracks through the jungles and stuff. And I think just one or two feature locations on the map would have added a lot to the map. Give us something to focus on. Maybe give us a good thumbnail. I mean, so we've got a lot of nice beaches. But nothing that's really like here, that dead end of the track there, and you've got a nice beach, but there's no real nice view. And so, BonBon Island maybe? Ooh, potential. It's about the right size. The thing is, A, it's tropical, and I'm not really into big bugs. And secondly, it's quite close to the mainland. I like it a little bit further out. Maybe if it was more centered in that bay. That said, if it was more centered in the bay, it wouldn't look real, so then I'd mark it down for that. Anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit that I button now, have a little free vote, and then let me know. Well, I'll let you know what I think in my ratings. Are you back? Well done. Okay, aesthetically, it's strong, isn't it? It's definitely strong. It's a very rich, fertile, vibrant map, and I think it's going to fall into the 4 stars. I'm not feeling it. I'm not excited enough about it to give it a high 4. I'm going to give it a medium low 4. It's not a super low 4. It's a medium low 4. It's safely into 4-star category. Yeah. Detailing, as I said, it's hard to see the wood for the trees. I'd say that it's at least good enough, bordering on being very good. So I'm going to give it, as I can't guarantee it's a 4-star map. I'm going to give it a high 3, and I'm going to do it exactly the same with the gameplay potential, because it's very difficult. It's very cluttered. I can't really see it. I don't understand it. So I'm going to give it a very high 3 as well. All of those pass marks. You'll be very happy if you played this map. Megami Island by Ostev. It's all around that. Is it a 3-star? Is it a high 3-star, or is it low 4-star category? That's my problem with that map, and it's my problem, not your problem. Your problem is deciding overall, is it a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star map? See, I can say all of the numbers. Okay, if you're still here, you catch me running out of breath, use the word of the day into the comments for 100 population points. You're part of the 20 and Now Elite, our exclusive secret society that only the people that make the last 20 seconds of the show get to be a part of. That's it. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you very, very soon.